Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're showing you Keith Hannenberg's 389 we just completed. Truck's pretty cool. It is legendary green, 58-inch flat top, got a very classic kind of look to it. Definitely not overboard. And well, it's right out here, so let me flip the camera around, show you this dude. All right, it's a little bit overcast today, and it will do the paint job on this truck zero justice because the paint color on this thing, I should just get a flashlight or something to show you guys, but it is in the sunlight when you've got some good straight light. It's got a ton of flake in it. It's really pretty, but just gonna kind of walk around and show you all the stuff we did to it. The truck's very classic, traditional. It's kind of what we went for with this thing. And yeah, I don't know, we'll just start from the front and walk around and kind of tell you the whole deal. So we left a factory bumper on this. We did our air dump kit on the factory air ride. This is a 5-inch drop axle. Disc brakes all the way around this truck. It's got the big Cummins 18-speed trans in it. But we, trying to keep a traditional kind of a look, we decided to leave the factory bumper on there, and we just put our toe pin hole covers in from Iowa Customs. We did the Firewire headlights, and we switched out all the emblems to the old school Peterbilt emblems. Kept the grill bars all the same. Painted the back of the headlights, emblem on the side. Then we did a 12-gauge breather chops and the strapless breather kit with the watermelon lights there, and then we added another watermelon light down here on the cowl panel on both sides. Factory cowl panels, put 12-gauge stainless boxes on it, and we did just 3-inch panels with the underglow lights hidden underneath. Painted the tanks to match. Peter polished the truck out actually quite a while ago, but still looks awesome. Back here in the back, we did watermelon lights in the sleeper. Did an Iowa Customs shock box cover painted to match. Merit deck plate painted. And then a set of Hogue-built lowriders, blind mounted those, used their brackets. And Chaz in the shop, so Keith with the truck wanted a way to be able to get up on the deck plate, but we wanted to be able to keep it where it was nice and clean looking, and didn't have to add like a little ladder or any of this stuff on the deal, right? So Chaz in our shop built these brackets, and when we painted our other brackets, and these are all welded on there, put some grip tape here, and it's a good place to step and get right up here. And we put that on both sides. So it's pretty nice, pretty inconspicuous. You don't really even pay a lot of attention to it. So I like that a lot. Real wheel rear hub covers and lifetime lug nut covers on it. This truck has Durabrights on it. 16-inch center panel from 12-gauge. The watermelon lights in it. And then our hidden reverse light bracket. Custom mud flaps from Fitzgerald Peterbilt. Come back here, we got our fuel tank again, and then def tank. Overall, really good looking truck. This is all factory exhaust. Big thing on this side is we put the big box cover over here just so we had matching boxes on both sides. And Chaz came up with a whole pretty cool way where this thing can be mounted on there and unbolted just like a factory box is. It's a pretty neat setup. We've done this a couple of times now, and it's really not that terribly difficult. So cool deal, and I think it looks really good. If you step back on the truck here, it's just a really nice look having the matching boxes on both sides. Also, didn't really mention, we did chrome oilers, painted the hubs. And then we've got our 12 gauge visor. And we did the, well, we did the lights very similar to how we did them on our black truck there. So we've done a couple of trucks this way now and it looks pretty sharp. And the other cool thing with this visor, I'll show you. Reach up there. You can see it. Hang on. Get the right angle. But our logo is laser cut in there. You can kind of see it. The reflections are so clean you can't hardly see it, but our logo's up there. It's pretty neat. And then on the interior, which we're gonna go down the road and talk to Keith about it. He's got several really nice trucks. We did our door panels in here and headliner piece. We changed out all the factory speakers inside with kicker speakers. We did a different head unit. And then I'll show you under the bunk. You get the key out. So under the bunk back here, it's getting kind of windy. Under the bunk back here, we added a kicker 10-inch sub. Let's see if I can get in here so you can see it. But there it is. So we've got our 10-inch sub back there, a little 600 watt amp to it. It doesn't take up a lot of room at all, so we still got plenty of storage back here, and gives them a nice little bump in the radio. It's not like gonna vibrate the doors loose or nothing, but sounds good. And I guess that kind of covers the whole deal. I like that this is something different. We did the old school muffler guards, the factory ones, but we put 7-inch miter tips on it instead of the small ones. And you got your little 2-inch lights in the back of the breathers. So overall, really sharp truck. All right, so we're on the test drive, and Keith's operating this machine. How's it doing?
It's doing real good. I like it.
So I was telling you guys earlier we did the interior stuff, so now we're going down the road and it's not windy and it's a little quieter. We can kind of see some of the stuff better, but we did paint the back of the visor. We did the interior panels in black and tan. And then we did, look under my feet here, the Sit So Low seat bases. That way, for this truck, mostly, Keith, you're like 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4".
So the 389 doesn't offer a ton of room for a real tall guy.
Right, so I can really tell the difference is as soon as you put the seat bases in, it just opens the whole thing up.
Yep. So basically the seat base allows you to take the seat here and move it back quite a good ways, and makes it a lot easier. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, and the factory location for the seat is like too close for me even. So just about, I'd say 98% of the trucks that we build that are a 389 get seat bases. thing's freaking pretty dang smooth.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about what's your plans? What are you gonna be doing with the truck here?
So this one's going to be my personal truck, and we're actually building a additional grain storage facility up in Michigan right now.
Yep.
And we've expanded a little bit, and this one's going to be on a hopper during the fall, and then we're putting in a feed grinder, and we're going to grind corn for our dairies and for a few other farmers as well. And we're probably going to end up on a dump trailer, or I have a walk-in floor, and I got an 8-axle Mack dump coming.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna, it's either gonna end up on the walk-in floor or the dump trailer.
Right. That's what you like doing the best.
It is, and that keeps me closer to the office. You know, so if I'm not able to be in the truck all day, I can still jump in and help the guys, you know, haul the feed or the corn.
Yep. That's pretty cool. When we were, you know, I was just kind of thinking too when we were doing this, because you've got a lot of pretty nice trucks. And then when this thing came about and we started working on it, we all had some ideas. We kind of started doing stuff. In the beginning, we were like, well, let's not go crazy. We're gonna do a few things here and there. And we start working on it, and then me and you would have phone conversations, and you're like, hey, what if we do this too?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then by the time everything's said and done, we ended up with a pretty awesome truck.
Yeah. You know, guys, I gotta tell you, I couldn't be happier with the quality of work that they do here, Brian and his team. And it's been a lot of fun to kind of try to figure out what my style is, or you know, what I like. And this legendary green is just kind of caught my eye, and I watched a few other videos, and after asking Brian questions, we just kind of landed here.
Yeah. And it turned out perfect. I mean, for the truck side of things, it's got a very traditional look. We'll go another exit.
Okay.
Because this weekend typically is when our truck show is. So our truck show almost every year has been this particular weekend, which is the same weekend as the 127 yard sale. And this entire exit, this is 127, is busy. It's just, it's a madhouse. But we got to get a little fuel anyway. And one exit up's the truck stop, so figure we'll do that. Let's see. You'll clear it after this Ford. And it's usually not even this section of 40 is not as busy as it is right now, but so on the back to the farming side and the trucking deal.
Yeah.
How many trucks do y'all run total like for the whole farm operation?
So I believe we have 7 day cabs that we run grain to market. We harvest corn and soybeans, and we'll drive those. Those are what we call Michigan specials.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a 46 rear, 18 front. We'll drive right out in the field, right next to the chopper.
Right.
And during harvest in the fall, unless it gets muddy, and then we haul grain. And we're actually allowed more weight in Michigan, so we'll haul double trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And so that spec works well for that. And we have a partner that has a feed mill, and so he needed somebody to run back and forth to just, you know, Terre Haute, Indiana, back to Michigan.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that run, hauling calcium, and we haul our own soybean meal and different things like that.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How big of a farm operation?
So we're at about 11,000 acres, give or take, and got a lot of good people working back home, and I raise hogs, and we milk cows too. So
Yep.
it's a very diverse farm.
That's really
neat. Yeah, we're just gonna add a few trucks and do a few things.
Hey, add trucks is always fun. Yeah, so we'll take this exit, then we'll go over to the pilot. We could go to Buc-ee's if you want to get yelled at. I mean, it would be funny.
It would be funny.
I've threatened it in like 100 videos. I'm like, we're gonna go to Buc-ee's one day. I don't feel like today's the day.
I don't think so.
I just to see their face and they get mad of like but the The thing is,
I thought it was a truck stop back when I first heard about it.
it's big enough it looks like it.
But it's not. I mean, you cannot do it.
But here's the deal. The sign down there, it says no Kenworths. The picture is of a W900.
I know.
And
This
we're
is a Peterbilt.
it is, and we're in a 389. So I mean, we're not technically breaking the rules. If you know, it just says no Kenworth W900s. Just saying. All right, we just filled her up at the Bold Pilot here. About $450 worth of fuel. And we're gonna head back to the shop. Things looks good sitting at the fuel pump, I'm telling you. All right, we got $450 worth of fuel. And like, what was it, $60 in def? You can get home on that, right?
Yeah. No problem.
We're the coolest looking truck in the parking lot at night. I mean,
I think a few people gathered there for a second.
we had a little crowd. That's like the best part of these things. It just makes you feel good, you know?
Yeah, pretty blessed.
So head back to the shop, and then you're off to Michigan.
Yes, sir. Coopersville.
All right, so we got our $450 in fuel, and heading back to the shop. But overall, I mean, I'm really happy with how the truck turned out.
Yeah, I am too.
We got all the people at the truck stop were checking out, waving, and a couple people took pictures. That was pretty neat.
You bet.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. Keith, thanks for the opportunity to work on the truck.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
It was a pleasure. It is a really good looking ride, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy driving it home.
I am.
How far is it back?
It's 9 hours, a little over 9 hours.
9 hours.
Yeah. I didn't look at the odometer, but it's a little over 9 hours.
I wouldn't complain about driving this for 9 hours ever.
I'm kind of happy to drive it.
So, hey, look, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've got a lot more videos coming out very soon. There's going to be a video coming out pretty soon on another truck we're working on for Keith that is going to be at our truck show, August 23rd, 24th, Semi-Casual Shop, Crossville, Tennessee. Go to our website, semicasualshow.com. You can get information there, or you can go to semicasualtruckshow.com. And then, do you have any social media stuff for the farm? If anybody wanted to look you guys up?
We just started one, and we're just on Facebook. It's River Ridge Farms.
Okay.
We don't have a website designed yet.
Yeah. So River Ridge Farms, you can find them on Facebook, and
and we have a seed business, and that's Grand River Ag.
Okay.
On Facebook too.
And what is it? So the seed business, is that your hauling seed?
So we actually sell seed for the Beck's family out of Indiana, Beck's hybrids, and so we have a seed dealership up in Michigan for Beck's.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's pretty cool. You see their signs if you ever drive. Like, well, when I was going through up to Jay Hawthorne's show, you pass a ton of fields and they have the Beck signs out there everywhere.
Right along Highway 80 and Highway 20. Yep.
That's pretty neat. So more stuff to check out with these guys. Pretty cool operation for sure. And we've got some more. Content for another truck we got in the shop, for 2 more trucks in the shop, and they're pretty awesome looking. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and make sure you come to our truck show, August 23rd and 24th. Later.